Hello students, welcome to the Heat Answer Lab. We are going to discuss the experiment number 10, that is thermal conductivity of metal rod. Okay, what is that aim of the experiment is to determine the thermal conductivity of the metal rod. The metal rod is made up of copper, so for that thermal conductivity we have to find out. So apparatus is thermal conductivity of the metal rod apparatus, and you already know that some concept of related to thermal conductivity. So copper is a good conductor of heat, everybody knows. And what is my thermal conductivity? Thermal conductivity is nothing but the ability to allow the flow of heat. Okay, so how much it is able to allow the flow of heat into the element. So that is what we are going to find out, that is K value. So K is equal to Q by A into delta T by delta L. Okay, so where Q is the rate of heat transfer and A is the surface area and delta T is the temperature difference and delta L is the thickness. So here some specification is given, some test section of a specification, that is testing material is copper in the form of circular rod, and total length of the rod is 450 mm and the outer diameter of the rod is 25.4 mm and test length 280 mm, and thermocouple is iron chromium or FEK, and heater is band type nichrome heater 300 watts and cooling water jacket 100 mm diameter, 71 mm length with the inlet control valve. And displaying instrument and controlling specifications are given. Digital voltmeter is 0 to 300 volts AC current and digital ammeter is 0 to 2.5 amps AC current and variance is 0 to 2.2 amps and digital temperature indicator are 0 to 919 degree centigrade with the 11 channel selector switch. Okay, so here some formula is to be used to calculate thermal conductivity. As I already discussed, K is equal to Q divided by A into delta T by dtx, that is watt per meter Kelvin, where Q is heat supplied to the copper rod in watts by taking volt and current, and A is surface area of the copper in meter square. dt by dx is temperature gradient in direction of the heat flow, that is degree centigrade per meter, and okay, and area we can calculate by pi dl. Okay, and d is the diameter of the copper rod and L is the test length of the copper rod, and dt by dx is the determined form of the graph. So dt by dx we have to calculate it by plotting the graph by taking the tangent line slope. At t is equal to 0, you will get dt by dx. That value you have to consider for the calculations. So now how you have to conduct the experiment. Here some procedure as given. First one is to check the electrical connections. Okay. Second one is switch on unit with the help of on and off switch. And third one is adjust the suitable water flow rate. Fourth one is with the help of adjust heat inputs, say 100 volts. And fifth one is note down the voltmeter and ammeter readings. And sixth one is every 10 minutes interval note down the corresponding thermocouple readings. And seventh one is after steady state conditions note down all the temperature on digital temperature rate indicator by selecting channel. And eighth one is experiment may be repeated for different values of heat inputs and calculate the temperature gradient from graph. And 10th last one is from the above formula determine the thermal conductivity of the metal rod. So here you have to observe the temperature, that is volt and currents in terms of voltage and amperes, and here the tabular column at different time intervals, that is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8. So you have to note down the temperature reading until it gets steady state conditions. Okay, these are the calculations part, and finally you have to substitute the thermal conductivity of the copper rod. Okay, hope you guys you followed this explanation. Thanks for watching this video. Hello students, welcome to the heat transfer lab. Today we are going to conduct the experiment on thermal conductivity of metal rod. Okay, so guys, before conducting this experiment, we understand what is thermal conductivity of rod. You know that copper is a good conductor of heat as well as electricity. So why it is good conductor of heat means it is ability to allow the flow of heat into the element. So having more thermal conductivity, it is a good conductor. Having less thermal conductivity, it is an insulator. Okay. So here the thermal conductivity of metal rod. So we have to find out what is the thermal conductivity of the metal rod. So here some specification is given. Here inside the this one, the copper rod will be provided having a length, that is total length of the rod is given, that is 450 mm, and test length is only 280 mm. So here this is total 480 mm, but only we are considering this part from this to this, that is 280 mm, and the thermocouples are connected at various points. Here thermocouples are there, so it measures the temperature through digital readings. Okay, and heater is given provided at the central here. So the heater, through this heater, the power supply will be given in terms of electrical heat, and the cooling jacket also is provided for 100 mm diameter and 71 mm length with the inlet control valve, and a digital thermometer is provided, and ammeter and voltmeter readings are provided. Okay, here once if it is here start the equipment by switching the main, that side we have switched on, and once it is switched on, here also we have to all digital indicators should be kept it on. So this is the main, we have to on, and we will get the digital readings here. So before that, so once it is wait for 5 to 10 minutes to get heated up for the metal rod. So once it is heated, then we can get the readings. We already started at this experiment, it is heated up, and we have to maintain the thermostat around 110. Okay, see how the voltage are changing by operating knob of the thermostat is go on changing. So you keep it 100 also, no problem. Okay, this is for 100 volts. So corresponding 100 volts, the ammeter readings it gives 0.95 or it is 1 amps also. So whatever the readings corresponding that voltage, you take the consider for the ammeter reading. So this is your heat input to the metal rod. How much your heat you are supplying, that is V into I in terms of electrical energy, that is P. P is equal to, or Q is equal to V into I. So here that these are thermocouples are connected to the rod, and it gives the temperature reading various point T1, 25, 22, 25. Okay friends, after taking that voltage and ammeter reading, we have to check for the temperature readings for operating this knob T1, T2, T3 like that. Okay, T4. Okay, so these are all temperature readings. 26, 25, 11, 21, 19 like that. Okay, so these are temperature reading that we have to take it for several times for step readings of about every 10 minutes. Okay, once you get the readings of steady state, that reading you take it for calculations. So that I will show that the tabular column. See, this is the tabular column where we have to note down the readings, temperature readings for every time intervals. Okay, for every 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes like that, you have to take the readings, and where you get the steady state, that reading you have to take for the calculations. Here the formula is given. Here we have to draw the graph. It is very important. You have to find out the slope by taking a dt by dt, that is temperature gradient. By taking the graph, we'll get the value, temperature gradient, and rest of the things, Q is there, that is V into I, and A is the area of the metal rod, pi dl. Pi is the pi, and d is the diameter of the rod, and l is the length of the rod. So only test length only we have to consider. Please keep it in mind, because at 450 mm is the total length, but test length. See here, dt by dx, already you know that the slope by plotting the graph you get it, and q is the power supply or heat supply, that is by taking multiple of V into I you will get the heat, and A is the area, that is pi dl, where d is the diameter of the rod, copper rod, and L is the length of the rod. Here length you have to consider only for the tested length, that is given, that is 250 mm, sorry 280 mm. Okay, we cannot consider for the whole length, only test length only we have to consider. So that is A, and K is given already, thermal, the K we have to find out, thermal conductivity. This is the required things we have to find out, that is K, thermal conductivity of the copper rod. So please students, you have to keep it in mind. Usually the copper rod thermal conductivity in theoretically it is considered for 420, 480, 460, whatever. The range is from 400 to 480, depending upon the molecular structure of the material, and it depends. Okay, so you should keep it in mind that it should be ranging from 400 to 480. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Hello students, welcome to the Heat Transfer Lab. Now we are going to discuss the thermal conductivity of metal rod, the calculation part of this experiment. So observations are voltage and current. By using a thermostat, we are going to set it for 70 volts, and the corresponding current is 0.64 amps. Okay, so next, these are the tabular column. There are 8 thermocouples are there along the rod at various points. Temperatures are reading like this. That is for every 5 minutes lapse of time, temperatures are 53, first reading that is 53, 50, 48, 44, 42, 30, 28, 28. Likewise, we have to take the set of readings for every 5 minutes lapse of time. So I have a reading up to 5 readings, set of readings. I'll read out again for the 5th reading, that is of 25 minutes. The temperatures are 59, 55, 57, 48, 46, 31, 28, 28. So these are all the set of readings for the 5th trial. Okay. So we have to consider for these readings for the calculations. So already you know that formula for calculating thermal conductivity is K is equal to Q divided by A into dt by dx. So each material having its their own thermal conductivity. So here the copper rod is there, copper having also its own thermal conductivity. That depends upon the so many factors, thermal conductivity, temperature, and material, type of material, structure. Okay. So now we will move on to the calculation part. So Q is equal to V into I. So Q is equal to V into I is nothing but the power input to the rod, that is 70 into 0.64, that is 44.8 watts we are going to supply in terms of electrical energy, and area of the rod is pi dl. So d is diameter 25.4 mm, and length is 280 mm. So now we are going to convert all these terms into meter, and finally there is area 22.34 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter square. So A already calculated, Q also calculated. So now you substitute these values in the above equation. It becomes K is equal to 44.8 divided by 22.34 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 80. So this 80 you will get by plotting the graph temperature versus thickness. Okay, so by taking the slope values, we have to find out the value to the plotting the graph. So that value we will get it by 80 degrees centigrade per meter. That we will substitute, and we will get K is equal to 25.063 watt per meter Kelvin. So this is the thermal conductivity of the metal rod.